Hello, hello. Welcome to Create Your Magical Life, day 3. Hopefully you watched the other 2 days because I shared some really powerful practices. The first day we did a Kundalini meditation and then some visualization. And then yesterday we talked about some mindset tools that are really useful in creating your magical life. And today I have more goodness, some really powerful stuff. But first I'll introduce myself. My name is Sonia, and I'm a coach, a human design reader, and a Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. And I guess in my previous life, I also so I studied biochemistry and French in college. After that, I did immunology research, so I'm familiar with the medical / scientific world. Then I went on to business school and worked in the corporate world in sales and account management, relationship building, and marketing for a technology company. So I feel like this really makes me unique as a coach as well, because I have this eclectic set of experiences. So I'm really able to relate to people in many different situations. People who work in the corporate world, but also entrepreneurs, because I am one now. So yeah, I am here today because I feel like the world is in such a situation that we need to bring about an awakening of the world, and that's kind of what I'm here to do. I am here to do that. So I believe that we need a massive shift in perspective, and we need people to become independent and free thinkers, so that we can help raise the consciousness of the planet. So I know from my human design and my life experience that I'm meant to provoke people with consciousness and create ripples of change by calling out what's not working and calling out BS. So anyway, yes, I'm here, hi Manu, to help people live a life of freedom and self-ownership. So I want as many people as possible to live life according to their own rules, instead of living life according to the way they were programmed by society, by their parents, by the environment. So anyway, if you have any questions throughout the training, whether it's live or whether you're watching the replay, you can leave them in the comments or send me a DM after. So yeah, today I want to talk about some additional elements in terms of getting out of the whole clinging to safety and to familiarity box. Because I feel like that often keeps us stuck, and we have all these rules that we need to follow and a certain way that things are supposed to go. And I really want as many people as possible to become self-certified. So these practices and awarenesses that I'll talk about really help you to become a more independent person. So you can remove some of the conditioning that you've picked out from the world and just get back to your authentic self. So these practices teach you how to accept and love yourself, so that you can then go out into the world and help empower others to do the same. So, and it's really interesting, since we're born. I mean, obviously when we're born, we're dependent on our parents. We have no choice, but then we're kind of taught to be dependent on all these institutions, the school, the government. We are taught obedience. So And we are taught not to trust ourselves. We're taught to check in, with someone else, like the teacher, the parent, or the doctor knows best what is better for us, right? So I'm just here to remind you that no one knows better. You know best what is good for you, and I want you to stop outsourcing your responsibility for yourself to other people. So in my coaching, I do this in a way that's, I do this kind of deconditioning and reprogramming in a way that's, customized to your specific design. But I want to share these kind of elements of conditioning that are applicable to everyone. So here are some practices, awarenesses that you can implement to create your magical life, which will be different and unique, different than anyone else's. So the first thing is becoming independent. So a big part of this is family, and eliminating the things that you feel like you have to do for other people, because that breeds resentment, and and if you don't do them, that breeds guilt. So just noticing whether you're adopting other people's shoulds that are maybe not actually in alignment with what you want or need. So becoming, really disconnecting from the shoulds that you picked up from other people. So just noting down, even now, as things, as you get any awarenesses, you can note them down, and just to remind yourself that that's something you want to bring more of into your life. And then creating your own set of rules, because we think we have to follow all these rules, and some of them we've just adopted, never questioned them, and some of them are really absurd, actually. So all the rules make it easier because you don't have to actually think critically about them. But just blindly following rules also has you give up your freedom to decide what is right for you. So I would challenge the rules that you've adopted, and not blindly obey. And then the next one kind of comes out of that as well, letting go of the need for approval, because we often follow all these rules because we want the approval, and we're not comfortable with people disagreeing with us or disapproving of us. So I know I did this for many years, where I wanted approval so badly that eventually I didn't know who I was or what I truly wanted. And it's taken a good few years to reconnect to myself, and letting go of the need for people to approve of me and agree with me, and I'm still working on that, obviously. So, but I'm definitely more comfortable with stating my opinions and not really worrying about what other people think, or just being me, having my boundaries. So the next element I want to mention is the body, because we're taught by some very skilled marketers that our body is something to be ashamed of, or even that it's weak. We're taught by some in the medical system. So we have all this programming that we need our body to look a certain way and smell a certain way to be okay and to be acceptable, and otherwise we won't get the approval that we need, or we can't be okay with ourselves. So this is basically just meant to turn us into consumers of, cosmetics and plastic surgery, and being dependent on some of the medical system, instead of being empowered to decide about our bodies. So yeah, and the next element I want to mention is getting out of your comfort zone. So it's so important to try new things, and I've been reminded of this recently because I felt like for a long time I was kind of stuck in a rut. So and just allowing yourself to do the things just because you want to. And sometimes you might not want to try new things, but getting over that hump of resistance can be very satisfying. So, but also, not feeling like you have to justify why you're doing something, or have it make logical sense. And really, it's very important, especially at this time, to open yourself up to new points of view, different ways of seeing things. I know I've done that over the past 10 months, and it's been so rewarding. It's only the small-minded people that never change their minds, that cling to this one opinion that they decided was the right one in the past, and they never have to question that. So really letting go of prejudices about people, about ideas. Usually ideas won't hurt you, so allowing yourself to explore those. And I also want to talk about reframing failure, because I think that's been a big theme for me, and also it's a theme in my design. So, I have often equated my worth with whether I succeeded or failed, and we're taught to do that. But that only brought me feelings of worthlessness, because I have failed a lot in my life. But that's because I'm committed to not living a conventional life or a linear life. Like, I allow myself to try new things, to take risks. So if you're not allowing yourself to fail, or not having failure in your life, just looking at whether you've been maybe clinging to security too tightly, or clinging to the known, or trying to be overly perfect and not allowing yourself to be open to new experiences. So and this, along with this, comes also like letting go of this binary thinking that there's only like the right decision and the wrong decision, the right side to be on, the wrong side to be on. They're just different points of view, and allowing ourselves to get out of a little bit of that black and white judgment space, and knowing that, no decision is inherently right or wrong. It's also about the meaning that we assign to things that happen, and I've talked about this before as well. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, which might sound strange to men, because I'm talking about bringing in more feminine energy or feminine qualities into our life. For a long time, and I talked about this before as well, for a long time we've only valued the masculine qualities. So really the logic, the thinking, the doing, the managing, productivity, efficiency, individual accomplishment and achievement, and all those qualities. But I think to really get out of the old paradigm, we need to embody and value the feminine qualities of collaboration, community, valuing relationships, also feeling and sensing and receiving. So, the feminine is about joy and pleasure, and bringing more of that into our lives, allowing ourselves to experience cycles in our life, even, because we're taught that we're always supposed to be happy, and like that also is very harmful, because we end up medicating or numbing ourselves, because we cannot just keep up with feeling good all the time. So anyway, the feminine is also about the body and nature and being in touch with those two elements. So getting back into the body. I posted a story today of me dancing because that's like that's a good way to get out of the head and into the body, and just being sensually present in the moment, in your body, touching something or whatever it is, just feeling and stopping the constant stream of guilt and worry and all those useless kind of mental activities. And the last element, which is also very feminine, is being in touch with nature. So finding time alone in nature and silence, can be very therapeutic and healing. We were not really meant to live in little boxes in cities. And yeah, so getting out of that kind of very man-made world as well, and in touch with nature. So anyway, those are some elements I wanted to mention. Hopefully you got some insights. Let me know if any of that resonated. I want to talk a little bit more about Create Your Magical Life, the program, because this is what I help my clients to do, to become these independent free thinkers who live life on their terms and make their own rules and really are not limited by what society says is possible for them. So the Create Your Magical Life program is a 3-month VIP coaching experience, and you get all my attention and focus. So also, I'll talk about that later, but if you sign up before October 31st, you get an extra month of coaching. So that's 4 months of coaching total. So, and also there's a pay in full discount. So who's this program for? So whoever feels like maybe they're not fully living their purpose, someone who feels stuck, who feels like just uncomfortable in their skin or in their body, just kind of depressed and authentic, just disconnected from themselves. So yeah, that's who I'm looking to work with, but also people who have been searching for a solution to feeling like this, but maybe haven't found it yet. So people who are really committed to their growth and really creating this life that's on their terms. So what comes with the program? So you get a 1-hour human design reading, which tells you a lot about who you were when you came here, like before the world told you who you needed to be. So tells you about how to use your energy correctly, how to connect to your intuition, how to make decisions, what your gifts and talents are, and much, much more. So you get the 1-hour reading plus you get the recording and the report, and then you get, which is like my favorite feature of this coaching program, it's unlimited support over this voice messaging app called Voxer. It's kind of like a walkie-talkie app, and you can send text messages and pictures and stuff too. But basically, you can connect with me multiple times a day, all day, every day, if you want, and receive assistance with anything that you might be struggling with, or you can share your challenges, and we work through them together. I give you suggestions, and it's really powerful to not have to wait for a scheduled call, and just to be able to get support anytime, really. So, but in addition to that, you get one call every 2 weeks, where we deep dive into your challenges, your aligned action plan, and we take stock of where you are. And then there are all the tools, all the mindset tools that I talked about extensively and that we, experienced in day 1 and 2. So, reprogramming, becoming aware first of your thoughts and beliefs, and then changing them, visualizing your perfect life, reprogramming anything that, is maybe went the way you wish it hadn't. So, also meditation, journaling, and obviously we do, I always encourage people to do the things that they're most enthusiastic about first, instead of trying to do it all and maybe force themselves to do things they don't want. So yeah, and you get all my wisdom, access to all my wisdom all the time. So yeah, what else? So results that you can expect that my clients have experienced in the past, just feeling more connected to your purpose. You'll experience having more energy and healing your body more easily, manifesting effortlessly. You'll feel more connected to your intuition, and you'll really have a trust in yourself. So you'll just feel more confident, more authentic, more in alignment with who you really are. You'll just be in tune with your body and listening to your body so that you can heal more quickly. So if you are interested in Create Your Magical Life, the VIP coaching program that is specifically customized to your needs, to your vision, your desires, please message me. And thank you so much for your presence. And actually, I'll end this training with some powerful affirmations. So if any of them resonate with you, really on an emotional level, like they spark something, feel free to write them down and practice them and repeat them to yourself. And also please share this training with anyone who you think could benefit from it. So I'll just read out the affirmations that I prepared for you. You are so powerful. You have so many gifts to offer the world. You are a beautiful and generous soul. Your intentions are pure. Your vulnerability and authenticity are your strengths. You bring calm and certainty to people's lives. You have done so much. You have put in the work. You know so much. You are so intuitive. You are a powerful creator. You have so much wisdom to share. You are so brave. Things are shifting. You are guided and supported. You have fun doing what you love. You are so abundant. Abundance flows to you from all around. You can just be yourself. There's nothing that you have to do. So again, thank you so much for being present. If you're interested in Create Your Magical Life or working with me in another capacity, in terms of coaching or human design or Kundalini yoga and meditation, please reach out. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm really passionate about sharing this message and really helping people or assisting people who are ready to open themselves up to new possibilities and to new opportunities. You know, I just can't wait to assist more people on this journey of waking up to their own power and their power to change the world. So I will talk to you soon.